तो गाइज अभी तक तो आप लोग मुझे जान चुके हो कि माय नेम इज़ आकांक्षा सक्सेना। आई हैव 6 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस एंड आई एम अ डेवऑप्स इंजीनियर। तो आज हम डेवऑप्स इंजीनियर के बारे में बात करते हैं बिकॉज यू माइट हैव क्यूरियोसिटी व्हाट इज़ डेवऑप्स इंजीनियर एंड व्हाट इज़ दिस, व्हाट इज़ डेवऑप्स, हाउ कम आई एम इनटू डेवऑप्स. So I wanted to talk about it. So when uh, when you are a college student एंड स्पेशली थ्री टीयर कॉलेज स्टूडेंट, मतलब लाइक कोई से भी कॉलेज में एडमिशन हो गया बिकॉज यू डिडंट क्लियर, डिडंट गो गेट इनटू आईआईटी और एनीथिंग, एंड देन उसके बाद जो भी कॉलेज में एडमिशन मिला एंड यू टिक इट, और फिर जब कॉलेज में आते हैं एंड देन उसके बाद जो भी कॉलेज में एडमिशन मिला एंड यू टिक इट, और फिर जब कॉलेज में आते हैं एंड देन कॉलेज की गर्मी आती है. कॉलेज की गर्मी मतलब समथिंग कि लाइक ओके, स्कूल में आपको बड़ा डिसिप्लिन रहता है एंड कॉलेज में लाइक कि बहुत जी डिसिप्लिन वाली लाइफ, अब तो मैं ऐसे ही जीऊँगा. तो मेरा साथ थोड़ा थोड़ा था, थोड़ा थोड़ा नहीं था, बिकॉज मेरे मेरे दोस्त ही फुद्दू मिले थे मुझे, तो मैं ऐसे कुछ ना ज़्यादा पढ़ाकू थी और ना ज़्यादा घूमने फिरने में, बिकॉज बहुत से लोग ऐसे होते हैं कि अपनी सिटी से बाहर आते हैं, देन दे एक्सप्लोर द सिटी और एक्सप्लोर अराउंड द सिटी, नई सिटी के बारे में. और व्हाट, कुछ कुछ लोग, हाँ तुम लोगों को ज़्यादा पता होगा क्या क्या करते हैं कॉलेज में, बिकॉज आई वॉज अ होम डे स्कॉलर, तो मुझे इतनी परमिशन नहीं थी कहीं जाने की. तो व्हेन आई गॉट माई जॉब, उसके बाद आई हैव बीन टू थिएटर, कोई ऐसी कमर्शियल मूवी देखने के लिए. अदरवाइज इन माई स्कूल दे हैड टेकन मी टू सी सम पम्पकिन काइंड ऑफ अ मूवी. तो चलो वो तो छोड़ते हैं, वो तो लाइफ है, यू विल ऑल्सो गेट इन टू दिस. तो आई वॉज समथिंग कि बहुत ज़्यादा मैंने पढ़ाई नहीं की, बहुत ज़्यादा मुझे पता नहीं था कि कंपनीज रिलेटेड क्या होता है, एग्ज़ाम्स क्या होते हैं. मेरे फ्रेंड वगैरह लोगों को पता था, बट मैं बहुत कम चीज़ें पता करने वालों में से थी. जो पता लग गई तो ठीक है, नहीं लगी तो ठीक है, वैसे वाले. एंड अब मेरे को पता लग गया कि ना, मेरे दोस्त लोग गए, दोस्त भी नहीं, मेरे क्लासमेट गए थे हैदराबाद एंड दे स्टडीड समथिंग फ्रॉम देयर, मे बी कोई कोर्स किया था जावा पे, एंड आई वॉज गुड एट जावा हियर इन भोपाल, लर्निंग फ्रॉम पीपल. इन दैट टाइम यूट्यूब वॉज नॉट अ थिंग यू पीपल हैव. तो व्हाट हैपेंड देन, I decided I will also go to Hyderabad and learn something there, and then I might get scholarship or something like that. Or maybe this is called internship, right? I will get into internship and then I'll be doing job. I never dreamed of going Bangalore, but Bangalore was my destiny. I went Bangalore and I got into some coaching classes where they were providing me like interviews, like they had tie-ups with few companies and they used to provide interviews. And and it was a good institute. Luckily I got to, basically it was nothing new for me because I had studied Java before. It was just that they had given me a presentation skills. I mean, if they have asked, if somebody has asked me, so I can explain with a real time scenario or real time example that we use, and that was uh, something very fruitful for you. We'll talk about this class some other day, but we are talking about DevOps, like how I landed into DevOps. So, so before that, I wanted to tell you one more point. I'm sorry, I don't know when I learned to speak properly. So I wanted to tell you one point is that when I was into college or was hunting job, I did not know this, that MNC or a company where you work, they have thousands of department. Okay, they work on way different technologies that I did not hear. Apart from C, C++, MySQL, manual testing, and blah blah. Okay, Selenium I just got to know when I went to Bangalore. But there are a hell number of things. People might have aware of multiple things that are working because of the internet, but that time I did not have that thing. And I just started using internet, and then from couple of YouTube videos. I learned Java and basics, and like I was someone who was more than basic, like an average person, like a mediocre one. Like that what I have learned it from internet that time, and that's how I got confidence on my technical skills and stuff, and I have given a number of interviews, and because of that, because initially I was doing interviews for a BPO, because I did not had confidence on my technical skills. I just wanted to get into job, and because of giving more this face-to-face interviews, I was very much confident. So I used to tell, please मुझसे बात करवा लो, बस लिखवाओ मैं. And then I had to study quant and everything, and then somehow I landed up into this. Huh. So when I joined my first company, I was hired for some new technology for cloud computing called Azure, and I got trained also. And my project, they hired me like future aspiration, but there's nothing future aspiration. They took me into something called Windows support or Windows admin. I call it as Windows support, but the proper term is called Windows admin or something like that. But it's a support, I would say, and like I have to work a night shift or something. So I worked there around. I worked in my company for around 2.10 or 11 months, and there I uh, while working for Windows, I thought of jumping into Azure, and I started studying, and I did not get through this because Azure was very complex for me. And then what? I decided, let me move to AWS. And I saw one YouTube video, and I just clicked with me, and I thought, okay, I have to go with that. And what happened? I joined one institute where they taught me Linux, they taught me AWS, and they taught me about DevOps. So what has happened? Linux was something that I really need to learn, because uh, on AWS it was major the Linux platform, the servers are launched and worked. So from there I had at least learned the basic and the architecture and everything there, and that was something important learning. But with the help of with the help of internet, I had already studied a lot about AWS. So in my opinion, whenever somebody asks me about AWS, I don't say that you have to go to an institute and learn. I would say that take some Udemy course which is relevant. I can give you a reference here in the description if you need it, or in the comment box if somebody asks me for. You have a lot of material for AWS. You don't need to go for a tutor until unless you are not at all understanding anything. But I'm sure a foreign Udemy course, they you will definitely understand. Then you have a lot of blogs uh, like written on, you will definitely understand that. But before that, you should have a better understanding of cloud computing, because I had done my summer internship in cloud computing. That's the reason I was interested, and from there, maybe my destiny was decided for me. Okay, and then what? Huh. So Windows support, then Azure, then Azure say AWS, and now I jumped to another company. There I was hired as AWS admin. Um, and I mean now I was searching for projects in new company. And what happened? Since I was very naive, I had only 1 year of experience in AWS. They took me as DevOps resource. How lucky me! And I forgot to tell you about the course they had told me about DevOps. They taught me about DevOps, right? That time DevOps was very new to me. I could only learn one technology, one tool, that is called Ansible. And whatever they told me, what is DevOps, how DevOps works, what is other tools, I did not get it at all. But when I started working, when I started knowing, and then it got clicked for me, and I started working into DevOps. Now I learned like as to Ansible. I told you about Ansible, right? So Ansible, I know Git, I know Docker, I know Jenkins, I know Kubernetes. So these are the important tool. Another tool is called Terraform. This is the important tools that I would not suggest anybody to directly come into DevOps, because DevOps is something that you need to have at least a experience of 6 months or 1 year to understand about the architecture or infrastructure, I would say. AWS is something that you might understand little, but it might click you not with experience, without experience. But for DevOps, how things work, the CI/CD and everything, this is something I personally feel that you should at least get a 6 months experience about, like, how company works, like how things are there in project up, how project runs. And then if you get into DevOps, it will be very easy for you to learn things. You know what to do. This is my personal, as a fresher also you can learn and continue. You can learn these tools that I mentioned. But this is my personal experience. And this is why I'm here for.